Dr. Stephen King, Dr. Jacqueline Bird, other representative of Rise St. Lucia, Mr. Shane Joseph, in absentia, private sector representatives, workshop participants, and the media. Good afternoon again. United States Agency for International Development, Community, Family, and Youth Resilience Program is very pleased to associate with Rise St. Lucia and the Safe Spaces Community Development Program as Rise collaborates with key stakeholders to prepare team members for the program rollout in the Central Castries with training in violence interruption and suicide prevention. For those who may not be aware of CFIR, it is a program of USAID working in 5 communities and in St. Kitts and Nevis and Guyana to support youth who are vulnerable to crime and violence. Our mandate is to be part of a larger goal to create a safer and more prosperous Caribbean region. In St. Lucia, CFIR has been in dialogue with Rise St. Lucia for some time. And as we align our efforts to develop a sustainable program that builds the skills of community, residents, and youth workers to improve their communities from where change truly happens. The Training of Trainers workshop is a critical component of the broader program that incorporates sports as one of the mechanisms to create a Central Castries, a culture of peace and interaction, healthy competition, and community spirit among and between communities. The philosophy encourages each of you, now trained in principles and practice of violence interruption and suicide prevention, to take responsibility for health and safety of members of not just your community, but also of the surrounding communities. If Central Castries is to find and maintain the culture of peace, then it's important to find peace within each neighborhood. Programs like CFIR have an important role to play in catalyzing change. But if these communities across St. Lucia are secure long-term sustainable peace, growth, and development, then we need all.
And that all hands on deck, I think, is going to become the motto, because it's certainly the spirit infusing this program. I'm going to ask Dr. King just to share a few words about what we see, what the vision is. After 12 years of struggling with an experiment, I think we have recognized that this is it for Rise. And I mean that in several ways. He will tell you what I mean. But we really seriously feel that we possibly have it right this time around. And you see that all hands on deck. I think it's because we have it right. Everybody else is sensing that this and the universe is in perfect order.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mahmood, Ms. Kathy McClure, press, participants. It is really a privilege to be here. It's not, let me speak first about New Journeys and New Journey Consulting. Mr. Shane Joseph, our trainer who partnered with us on this particular initiative, came to us thanks to Nixon Barry, and I want to thank you, Nixon, for that. And we are embarking on a new journey, but it's a new journey within a continuous journey. And as I was saying earlier today, it's 400 years we as a people in this part of the world have struggled on a journey. We're a people born of oppression, and we have been traumatized over 400 years. The new journey from here is not an easy one. This is not an easy road. And we understand how difficult it is. But we are committed to that journey. Our Nobel laureate, Sir Arthur Lewis, said the fundamental cure for poverty is not money, but knowledge. That's one of our mantras. We intend to make our people rise, facilitate the rise of our people by imparting knowledge. Knowledge. We're going to infuse knowledge into every household in this country. Yes, in the 5 communities that CFYR has mandated us to work in. But in all the others, I will tell you, we intend to do that. Thanks to Lusilec, we've already started in the Cicero community. Our electricity company saw the light, and they joined us. And there we are, up in Cicero, looking at how we can do parenting in particular. Now, that's just one set of knowledge. When we open all the pipelines into all the communities, into all the households, we're going to pump parenting into our communities. We're going to pump entrepreneurship into our communities. We are going to pump training for skills into those communities. We're going to pump life skills. We have a blessed program, and we have blessed trainers who will train trainers, and we are going to bless our communities with life skills. You understand? This training that we've just gone through over the last 3 days, I think, talking about a new journey, it was a new journey. 3 short days, but it was an amazing impact, I think, on all participants. I sat and I watched 30+ diverse people from various walks of life, various levels of education, and I saw them gel. I saw them get it. I saw them go into journeys within themselves. I saw them cry. I saw them break, and I saw them build back stronger yet again. And I said, wow, these are our trainers. These are our people that are going to be able to uplift, help people get up and do what is right by them, their children, and others. I am so pleased with the suicide prevention talking, Safe Talk. Over 100 people were trained yesterday. We started in the Cicero Secondary School, and I'm recognizing Cicero Secondary School as the school in our community Cicero that we have started with Lusilec, where we have peer mentors, peer mediators, peer conflict resolvers in the Cicero Secondary School. Beautiful young people who participated, over 20 of them participated in Safe Talk, and they get it because they feel it, they know it. Who feels it knows it, Lord. And they got it. And the trainer Shane came back wowed. He couldn't understand how powerful these young people were. So there it is. And of course, we had our own 30 hair train, and then we went to the ministry, Youth and Sports Conference Room downtown, and up to 9 o'clock in the night he was there training other community workers and government workers, youth and sports workers, etc. So this is major impact. This is major change. This is transformation. And that is what this vision is all about. When you hear us talk about the futsal, and I want to thank Mr. Mahmood for raising sport, futsal, which is that form of football that we are going to use, we're using the futsal to hype it, to penetrate into the communities, to create teams of 14 to begin with in every little community that will be the teams that will be that pipeline, shall I say, tap space, open space, in the safe space in the community that we can go through. They can mobilize for us. We will train them how to mobilize. We will train them with the very skills, and we will get them to bring the people out so that we can further train, further empower, pump that knowledge down. And of course, we're going to use other avenues as well. We are starting with the futsal, and we're looking for private sponsors with that. And we have a number of them on the table. I expect them to deliver, because there is no room anymore for anybody to say that they are not going to be part of getting this country to rise to the level that it is supposed to rise, to transform how it's supposed to transform. Now is the time, and we will not accept no. We will not accept no. In fact, like I've told most of the sponsors already, I'm giving you opportunity to be part of the transformation, opportunity to be the catalyst for the wealth generation in this country. When we unleash the potential of what we call ghettos, When we unleash that potential, there is no telling how much wealth is going to be created. The talent is there. Like Singing Sandra says, those voices from the ghetto, they need to be heard. And we need to engage and we need to give them those skills so that they can truly participate. In RISE, we have the other mantra, respect, connect, and guide. That's what it is. We respect, we connect, we guide. And that is what we are going to do throughout every community. So that is our vision. We know that this, as I said, this life is not a race to a finish line. This life is a relay. We run and we live to deliver a better space, a safe space for our children. Because this is all about the children, making this place better for them. And I am committed to that. You are committed to that. And I know that everybody out there is committed to that. So we'll get it on the road.